In the context of survivalism, planning safe escape routes is a critical step to ensure safety and survival during emergencies such as natural disasters, social crises, or infrastructure collapses. A well-planned escape route can mean the difference between reaching a safe location or being trapped in a dangerous situation. This comprehensive guide explores how to develop, test, and implement effective escape routes, considering factors like environment, potential threats, resources, and preparedness. The goal is to equip you with the knowledge needed to create a robust plan that maximizes your chances of a safe evacuation. What is an escape route? An escape route is a predetermined path that takes you from your current location, home, workplace, or other starting point, to a safe destination during an emergency. In survivalism, these routes are designed for scenarios such as floods, earthquakes, civil unrest, prolonged blackouts, or other crises that render your current location unsafe. Planning escape routes involves identifying viable paths, anticipating obstacles, and preparing resources to ensure an efficient and safe evacuation. The planning process should consider: safe destination, a location where you can find shelter, supplies, or support, such as a relative's home, a community meeting point, or a prepared refuge, bug-out location. Multiple routes, at least 2 or 3 alternative routes for each destination, as the primary route may be blocked. Specific scenarios, different emergencies, floods, protests, etc., may require distinct approaches. Mobility, the ability to evacuate on foot, by car, bicycle, or other means, depending on the situation. Why plan escape routes? Planning escape routes is essential for several reasons. Rapid response. In emergencies, time is critical. Pre-planned routes eliminate the need to improvise under pressure. Avoiding obstacles, blocked roads, flooded areas, or conflict zones can be bypassed with proper planning. Safety. Well-thought-out routes avoid high-risk areas, such as regions prone to looting or natural disasters. Self-sufficiency. A solid plan reduces reliance on authorities or emergency services, which may be overwhelmed. Steps to plan safe escape routes. 1. Assess the environment and risks. The first step is to understand the environment where you live and the specific risks associated with it. This includes geographic, social, and infrastructural factors. Geography. Identify terrain features, such as rivers, mountains, forests, or urban areas. For example, in coastal areas, consider the risk of tsunamis or flooding. In mountainous regions, evaluate landslides or blizzards. In urban areas, account for traffic jams, damaged bridges, or high crime zones. Infrastructure. Analyze the local transportation network, including main roads, secondary roads, trails, train lines, or navigable rivers. Social risks. In crisis scenarios, densely populated areas may face looting, protests, or blockades. Identify high-risk zones, such as commercial centers or industrial areas. Climate. Consider seasonal weather conditions, such as heavy rain, extreme heat, or cold, which may affect route viability. 2. Define safe destinations. Choose at least 2 safe destinations to evacuate to, depending on the type of emergency. These destinations should offer safety, shelter, and access to supplies. Primary destination. This could be a relative or friend's home in a less affected area, such as a nearby city or rural region. Secondary destination. An alternative location, such as a community shelter, campsite, or a prepared property, e.g., a farm or survival retreat. Meeting point. Establish rendezvous points for your family or group in case you get separated during the evacuation. Tip. Select destinations within a feasible distance, 20 to 100 kilometers, depending on the mode of transport, and accessible via multiple routes. 3. Map primary and alternative routes. For each destination, plan at least 3 routes. Primary route, the fastest and most direct path, typically using main roads or highways. Secondary route, an alternative path that avoids main roads, such as back roads or less traveled streets. Tertiary route, a contingency route, such as footpaths, forest trails, or navigable waterways, if applicable. Mapping tools. Physical maps. Acquire detailed topographic maps of your region. They are essential in case of GPS or power failures. Apps. Use apps like Google Maps, Maps.me, or Gaia GPS to plan offline routes. Download maps of your area in advance. Reconnaissance. Physically scout the routes whenever possible, driving or walking to identify obstacles like narrow bridges or flood-prone areas. 4. Identify potential obstacles. Each route should be evaluated for potential barriers. Physical blockages, damaged bridges, flooded roads, fallen trees, or landslides. Human blockages, traffic jams, barricades, conflict zones, or looting areas. Environmental conditions, rain, fog, darkness, or extreme heat that may hinder movement. Infrastructure issues, malfunctioning traffic lights, fuel shortages, or disruptions in train lines. Solution. Plan detours for each obstacle. For instance, if a bridge is a choke point, identify alternative routes that cross the river elsewhere. 5. Choose the mode of transport. The choice of transport depends on the scenario, terrain, and available resources. On foot, ideal for congested urban areas or rugged terrain. Requires a lightweight emergency backpack, 30 to 50 liters, and good physical condition. Car, faster and allows carrying more supplies but depends on passable roads and fuel. Bicycle, a quiet, energy-efficient middle ground, ideal for moderate distances. Alternative transport, in areas with rivers or lakes, consider kayaks or inflatable boats. In rural areas, horses or off-road motorcycles may be viable. Tip: always have a plan to evacuate on foot in case the primary transport fails. 6. Prepare resources for evacuation. An effective escape route requires adequate resources, many of which should be in your emergency backpack. Emergency backpack. Include water, minimum 1 liter per person per day, freeze-dried food or energy bars, a first aid kit, multi-tools, knife, paracord, maps, compass, flashlight, and weather-appropriate clothing. Fuel. Keep your car's tank full and store extra fuel cans in a safe location. Navigation gear. In addition to maps, include a compass and, if possible, a portable GPS with spare batteries. Communication. A portable radio, crank or solar-powered, for receiving alerts, and a cell phone with a portable charger. Documents. Copies of ID, passport, certificates, and emergency contacts in a waterproof bag. Recommended quantity. Plan supplies for 72 hours, but have additional resources at the safe destination. 7. Test and practice the routes. Theoretical planning is useless without practice. Test your routes regularly to ensure they are viable. Simulations. Conduct evacuation drills with your family or group, timing how long it takes to leave home and reach the destination. Physical reconnaissance. Walk or drive the routes to identify changes, such as new constructions, blocked roads, or degraded areas. Seasonal adaptation. Reassess routes in different seasons, as rain or drought can alter accessibility. Example. Test by driving from your home to the primary destination on a weekend, noting the time, obstacles, and refueling points. 8. Communication and coordination. In emergencies, communication with your family or group is essential. Communication plan. Establish how you'll communicate if cell phones fail. Use two-way radios or predetermined meeting points. Rendezvous points. Choose specific locations where everyone should meet if separated, e.g., a public square or a visible landmark. Clear instructions. Ensure everyone in the group knows the routes, destinations, and procedures. 9. Consider specific scenarios. Each type of emergency requires adjustments to the plan. Floods. Prioritize routes on high ground and avoid areas near rivers or dams. Earthquakes. Avoid routes under overpasses, tall buildings, or power lines. Social crises. Choose routes that avoid protest areas, looting zones, or high population density regions. Blackouts. Plan routes that don't rely on traffic lights or public lighting. 10. Keep the plan updated. Conditions change over time, so review your plan regularly. Semi-annual updates. Check maps, destinations, and supplies every 6 months. Environmental changes, new constructions, roads, or climate shifts may affect your routes. Ongoing training, reinforce training with your family to keep everyone prepared. Useful tools and resources. Topographic maps, available at specialty stores or online. Offline navigation apps, Maps.me, Gaia GPS, or Osamand allow downloading maps for use without internet. Communication radios, models like the Baofeng UV5 are affordable and reliable. Survival gear, tactical backpacks, e.g., Osprey 5.11 tactical, portable water filters, e.g., Sawyer Mini, and multi-tool knives. Practical tips. Avoid tech dependency, GPS and cell phones can fail. Always carry physical maps and a compass. Prioritize discretion. In social crises, avoid drawing attention with flashy vehicles or brightly colored backpacks. No refueling points. Identify gas stations, water sources, or stores along the routes. Train in real conditions. Simulate evacuations in rain, at night, or with weight to test your endurance. Include children and elderly. Adapt routes to the physical capabilities of all group members. Common mistakes to avoid. Planning only one route. Always have alternatives, as the primary route may be blocked. Ignoring natural obstacles. Don't underestimate rivers, mountains, or flood-prone areas. Lack of testing. An untested plan may fail at the critical moment. Overloading. Carrying too many supplies can slow your evacuation. Poor communication. Failing to inform your family or group about the plan can cause confusion. Customizing the plan. Tailor the plan to your circumstances. Urban environment. Focus on routes that avoid traffic jams and high-crime areas. Consider subway tunnels or bike paths. Rural environment. Prioritize trails and lesser-known paths. No water sources and shelter areas. Families. Include extra supplies for children, such as diapers or specific foods, and plan routes accessible for strollers or the elderly. Conclusion. Planning safe escape routes is a cornerstone of survivalism, enabling you and your group to reach safety during a crisis. By assessing your environment, mapping alternative routes, preparing resources, and practicing regularly, you'll be ready to face a wide range of emergencies, from natural disasters to social crises. The key is early preparation, flexibility to adapt to unforeseen events, and continuous practice to ensure everyone knows what to do. Start today by mapping your routes, testing them, and equipping your emergency backpack. With a well-executed plan, you'll have the confidence to evacuate safely and protect those who depend on you. In survivalism, preparation is the foundation of survival, and a solid escape plan is the first step towards self-sufficiency in times of crisis. And remember, always be prepared.